Hello. We're making this film of Mountain View Ranch. This is the windmill that is located on the land where the Northrup families live. This is where Rodney and Maisel Northrup, as well as Mark and Magdalena and their children live. This is looking down from Dad's office towards the windmill. You can see the mountains in the background and some of the fields. Some of those trees you see there, they're what they are, those are the Joshua trees. This is the road that comes in from Saltillo. You have to drive on a dirt road for about 1.5 miles. The house in the background belongs to Rodney and Maisel. I'm showing you some scenes here, why we call Mountain View Ranch, because we've got mountains all around, 360 degrees. A lot of the buildings on Mountain View Ranch are made out of adobe. Those are mud bricks dried in the sun and then stuccoed. This is Rodney and his 4-month-old vehicle. Some of the buildings that we have on Mountain View Ranch, that's in the background is the house where the hired hand lives. As you can see, there's not really, you can't see any pine trees back there in those mountains. It's arid land. And on the north side, there are some pine trees. Okay, Rodney has arrived at his house. We'll see if we can get him and Maisel to come out and at least say hi or hello. This is their house. This is a closer view. It's also made out of adobe. Those are palm trees or Joshua trees. They were planted there. Here comes Rodney with the dog food and the newspaper. He's got to bring feed for the dogs. They're going to be gone a couple of weeks. They'll be going to the west coast of Mexico for a 4-day camp, and then they'll be staying over a week afterwards. We'll wait and see if Maisel's willing to come out. Here she comes.
Can you give us a smile? Okay. Get ready to go to the time.
This is one of the tents that was given to us by Robert and Ardette Riley from Cincinnati, Ohio. Right behind the tent, there's what we call a century plant. That century plant, there's quite a few of them here on the ranch. They call them century plants because they say that every 100 years they blossom, but I think they do that more often. They've got thorns on them and a real thick skin, and they're full of pulp. And you can take the center out and get water out of the maguey. This is a mesquite tree. They put out a bean, a green bean that when it ripens, it's sweet. You can chew on it, and the juice is sweet. This is our hired hand, Chabelo. Chabelo, he's pruning some of those century plants and replanting. This is Dad's garden, Rodney's garden. He's got some trees in there, peaches and pecans, and I don't know what else he has. What else do you have there? That's the sprinkler system we've got. We got some prunes in there as well. And pears. We've got sprinkler system on right now, and as you can see, the land's pretty barren, pretty arid. The background, this is where another missionary family live. This is the Lowell and Brenda Tate family. They have two boys, teenagers, Tim and Todd. They're from Illinois, and they also live here on Mountain View Ranch. Those are their vehicles as well. They've got a 35-foot trailer house and a couple of rooms that they've added on or have built alongside the solar, solar dryer. And this here is a view of the house where Mark and Magdalena, Bernice, and Anna Sylvia live. It's also an adobe house. All these adobes were built right here on the ranch. We just paid someone to make them, and actually they're very cheap to build because you can use everything there. Okay, this is one in the swing is Anna Sylvia. She's 3 years old. She's born November the 3rd. And Bernice, she just had her birthday last week. She's 6 years old. She was born March the 24th. Okay, we'll try to see if Mother... Bueno. Okay, here we are. This is my wife, Magdalena. And I'm sitting here. I should stand up, get a better picture. Okay. So there against the light. So let me change a little bit my position here. Okay, they're going to pose a little bit for us. Let's see. They don't know exactly what to do. By the way, my wife has a 9-month tumor. Should go away by June or so. And the house we live in here is also, like I said before, house made out of oops, a lot of focus there. Out of adobe. We're wanting to stucco the house and get it finished. And so, ¿me pueden decir adiós o algo? Adiós, bye-bye. Okay. Gracias. Okay, here we got one of our better tractors here. John Deere Model A. Got 3 flat tires and needs a good overhaul. But even then it works. This is a Joshua tree. The Joshua tree puts out a flower every year. This flower, people down here, and even we eat it. We take the bud, cut it up, chop it up, and fry it. This is, the Joshua tree is one of the typical plants around here. It's lots of them here on Mountain View Ranch. It's a lot different in a lot of places, even here in Mexico, because of so many Joshua trees that grow here. This is a beautiful setting. It's arid, it's desert. We do have little rainfall. We have some huisache trees and mesquite trees, and that tall one there, the Joshua tree. We've lived here on Mountain View Ranch for about 24 years. We bought the place. It's about 200 acres. An extension, it cost us about $3,000, close to $4,000 about 24 years ago. This was the home of Saltillo Christian School. And presently there's about 4 families living here on the ranch, 3 missionary families, plus the hired hand that's in charge of taking care of the farming and the cattle, and as well as when all of us are away on evangelistic meetings or camps, he's the caretaker. What you're seeing here are some of the buildings. In the background, it's the multi-purpose building. This one here in front, stuccoed and whitewashed, is the dormitory in front of that Datsun truck. And this was where the men used to stay when we had Saltillo Christian School. The chapel, as you can see, and the hired hand's house. All these are made out of adobes. We also have electricity here on the ranch. It's been about 10 years since we've had electricity. Before we used to use kerosene lamps for about 14 years. I think a lot of you that are seeing this probably got to live some of that too. There's the windmill here on the ranch. It was the source that pumped the water out of the well. This well has gone dry. The water table has dropped considerably since a lot of our neighbors have come in and drilled deep wells, and so we've had to do the same. This last January we drilled 4 wells here on Mount View Ranch for the cost of $6,000. This is our reservoir, our swimming pool, and here's the kids in front of the camera again. I don't know how somehow they get in front of the camera, but this reservoir is used for collecting the water from the well that we had to deepen this past January. We use this for irrigation as well. Okay, we're going to go and see some of the machinery that we have here on Mountain View Ranch. We got some of the most modern machinery you can ever find in the world over. Right now, as you can see, it's just resting there. It's land around here is very arid, so there's a planter or seeder or whatever, the discs and the cultivators and the rakes, and our 1935 or something like that John Deere tractor. Spring has arrived. This is the cactus flower, and this shows you some of the cactuses around here. As I was saying, the sprout on here, they come and you see this little bean or whatever it is, we call it tuna, and that'll grow and that'll be a fruit, and you eat the inside, you don't dare eat the outside. Okay, this is what I'm talking to you about. They'll get big or a little bigger, and this sprout, then what you do, you cut it and take the thorns off, very careful, and then you chop it up and wash it, and then you can, like I said, either boil it or fry it and eat it like green beans.
Papi, ¿qué hago con esto? Tíralo.
This is the hard hands hog, I think. Maybe she's a sow. No, I guess she's a hog. And they got him tied up, and that's the way. He's got a circle well formed there. And nothing green around here except just the trees, and everything is arid. Nothing like Oregon. Give you a view of another Joshua tree, one of the tallest ones here on Mountain View Ranch. Our water supply here on Mountain View Ranch depends on this well. Last January we had to go down deeper. We're down to 85 meters. Multiplied, that'd be what, 85 divided by, multiplied by 3, that give you more or less how many feet. We're down about 250 feet as far as we had to go to get a better water supply. This is some of the land here and the mountains in the background. I'll be showing you some of the buildings. We'll be going into the multi-purpose building as well as into the dining room. This is the way you grow a garden here in Mexico, at least here on Mountain View Ranch, if you want anything. This is some of the plants Hired Hand's wife has. She's got them in pails and buckets and cans. She keeps them watered. And that's her little flower garden. This is a